Hey there, meteorologist Jamie Singleton. I want to bring you a very quick weather update here. About to head over to the Harvester and do another streaming concert for you on Facebook there. But I do want to let you know what's going on with our potential severe weather coming up for Easter Sunday night into the following Monday. All indications are this will be a very bad weather event. This is looking to be one of the most severe, possibly around the country, from the south all the way up to Virginia. One of the major severe weather outlooks that we've had since 2011. That's about 9 years. So not looking good. Let's show you what's going on now. This is the storm in Southern California. This is it. Southern energy streaming out from this in Southern California, already going into Texas with some severe weather here. You've got two branches of the jet stream, one down here. You can see that right there. This is going to move out across the southern plains, and it will start developing severe weather as it were happening, going on tonight and then going on into Saturday and Sunday across the deep south. There's more energy across the northern branch of the jet stream, and we're going to see a big low pressure system form here in the Great Lakes states, and that's going to open up the Gulf of Mexico, and that's really going to pump in a lot of moisture and a lot of instability, and it will create a lot of wind shear as well. Now, those two factors combined give us a high probability of severe weather and even an enhanced probability, even for this area, of seeing some rotation and some severe thunderstorms. I want to show you a couple of things. This is it on the WSV3. Now you can see the flooding reports out of LA here and Southern California. So again, the system is just now in Southern California. It's been sitting there for a couple of days, but it's going to start to move. Again, it's going to eject out into the Gulf of Mexico, and once that Gulf moisture gets involved, we're going to see a big outbreak here develop by the end of the weekend. But we'll go ahead and I'll show you what's going on right now, because I wanted to show you some of the things I'm doing to kind of step my game up here in anticipation of this event. You can see the severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for West Texas, and the scattered showers and the heavier thunderstorms that are occurring out in advance of this system. Now, what I've done here is I've added some data just today, actually. This is live lightning data. And a lot of meteorologists don't like to show this. I like to show it because it is going to give us more insight into the development of thunderstorms. A lot of times before even a shower develops, you'll see lightning popping up on the real-time data. And this is actually happening within 15 seconds of you seeing this. This is live lightning on your screen. So when these storms move into our neck of the woods, I'll be able to show you the lightning there on the screen. This is not in our area, this is in Texas, but it's going to be in 3 dimensions. We'll be able to rotate around it. We'll be able to still show you the warnings. I'll be able to track it down to the nearest street and nearest city. A lot of times what you'll see is a lightning jump before a tornado develops. There's some research that indicates you'll get more powerful positive lightning strikes coming out of the top of a cloud before a tornado forms. So I won't be showing this all the time, but I do want to give you an idea of some of the new technology that I'll be debuting late this weekend. And it's not just hype, there's a reason behind it in terms of giving you the most accurate data possible. The other thing that you're going to notice on my Facebook feed and my Twitter feed, I've been using ReadyWarn for my automated posts, but I'm switching over to what's called Simple Weather Alert, and that's going to be posting more detailed automated posts on my behalf. What will probably happen in this outbreak is there'll be a limit reached by Facebook and Twitter, and they'll eventually stop posting that. Hopefully that won't be the case, but I talked with the folks at over there. It's a more advanced service. It'll include the storm details a little bit more. Instead of just saying tornado warning in Franklin County, it may say that it's, near a location moving to the northeast at 35 miles per hour. It'll have a little more information in it. Those will still just be the automated postings. I'm still going to manually do stuff and stream as well. So in addition to this new live lightning data, which is pretty neat too, because it goes out when we go into the tropics, I'll be able to show you farther out into the ocean with thunderstorm activity that we pick up on the lightning detection, but we don't get on the radar network. So that's going to be pretty neat. But unfortunately, this is looking like a very bad setup for the area, and I'm going to show you why. And this is the 18Z NAM. I will tell you the one update I've got from my Patreon post, since I posted that earlier today, is that things are coming in a little slower. And so this may end up being a late Sunday night event for a few folks, but I think it's more of a Monday morning, and even now, early Monday afternoon event. It may have come in a couple of waves throughout the area. This is the NAM lower resolution that goes out further in time. And so Easter Sunday will have increasing clouds. I don't think Sunday's going to be an overly bad day. We're going to have some rain showers developing out ahead of the system, but I don't anticipate any severe weather. There is a chance here showing late Sunday afternoon, maybe some heavier rainfall, and I don't want to neglect the possibility of flash flooding over the area come late Sunday going into Sunday night and early Monday, because we're going to have some very heavy rainfall in advance of the system as well. But you'll see here numerous lines of storms that start moving into the area. Now I'm going to show you just very quickly here some of the tornado parameters that we look at. This takes into account I'm going to show you the supercell composite here. This takes into account, it's really hard to see, but this is Virginia, changing of wind direction and changing of wind speed in reference to how different layers of the atmosphere. So we start down on the surface. Anytime you get a southerly or a southeasterly wind and you've got a disturbance coming in from the west, that's usually the ingredients you need to start some spin. You have to correlate that and overlay it with where is the instability, where's the air going to be buoyant. And this is going to be coming in early in the morning Monday and then again Monday afternoon. That said, even the overnight storms Sunday night and early Monday are still going to have some buoyancy, even though it's going to be at the coldest part of the day, because the storm isn't going to follow that trend. It's going to pump in moisture from the south, which will make it more buoyant. And you can see here as I go in the Sunday night, this is 2 a.m. on Monday, and we just start to get some of the wind shear into the NRV, but across Nashville, Tennessee, through the upstate of South Carolina, many states are going to see tornadoes from this. Hopefully not deadly tornadoes, but it does look likely that we're going to have a lot of tornado warnings and probably some confirmed tornadoes out of this. Now, does it get into our area? The rotation will. I can't guarantee anybody's going to see a tornado in any specific area, but the likelihood of storms spinning is very high even for our area. When you get values like this, supercell parameters up around 10 or 11, that's nothing to be taken lightly. And you can kind of see the winds there changing. I believe the lower level winds there showing up in the black, and then the barbs there in the blue are coming in out of the southwest. So it gives us a high probability, and you can see as you go into Richmond, it really blows up from Danville into Richmond during the day on Monday. And really a lot of the instability and wind shear sticks around in the Monday afternoon there as well. This is going to be a little easier to read. This is the significant tornado parameter. And I'm going to show you this real quick before I hop off and head to the harvester. But you can see we've got values that are just off the charts. Values up around 11, 12.9, 13. To give you a reference, we can see tornadoes around the country with these values only around 1 or 2 or 3. So when you get above 3 or 4, it's really, serious in terms of potential there. So as I move you in through our area, Sunday night into Monday, you can see how those values increase across our area, and they get rather high, above 5 for south side, and even across Roanoke and the Allegheny Highlands. This is why I'm mentioning all areas. Most areas have a significant tornado parameter between 1 and 2. Some areas jump up above 5 to 6 to even close to 7 during the day on Monday. And there may be one wave come through Monday early morning around 5 a.m. There may be another wave come through by the noon hour to early afternoon. That's a change. It was looking like we would see this move faster. It's slowing down, and the slower it gets, the higher the probability is for a couple of lines of storms, and that's very similar, eerily similar to what we had in 2011, where we had storms that were developing in the day and then they redeveloped at night, and we kept having to track them. This may be a situation where Sunday night, late at night, we have tornadic storms, that we have more tornadic storms throughout the morning Monday and even into the afternoon on Monday. The severity of this index sometimes correlates to strength of tornadoes. The big tornadoes here are fairly rare, but we do get EF3s. We had one in Franklin County just last year. We've had Elon tornadoes, Appomattox, Evergreen, they do happen here around this time of the year. And I will say that these values are actually a little bit higher than some of our biggest tornadoes that I've noted here. Now, that's a computer model that you're looking at. That's the NAM. That could change. But all indications right now continue coming in. The past 3 or 4 computer model runs are really honing in on this situation for you late Sunday night into Monday. Best advice for you right now is not to panic. Even if we get tornadoes, they only occur across certain sections of the area, very small sections of the area. But where they do occur, you can get a lot of destruction. So have a safe place to go. If you live in a mobile home, go ahead, and you should already have a plan in place to meet up with a family member. And I know you got COVID-19 to worry about. Keep your social distancing a little bit, you're 6 feet there, but you can still hunker down into a basement or find somewhere else to go. Should a tornado watch be issued later this weekend or going into Monday, you'll get a watch first, hopefully, and then you'll probably get the warnings. I'll be updating you throughout the weekend on that. But I do want you to stay tuned with me all weekend. Have multiple ways to get warnings. I don't like to, meteorologists, we all compete, but I don't like to set me up against anybody else in this market or across the region, really, in terms of getting you the safe information. If you've got to go to 3 or 4 sources to get the most information, I would encourage you to do that. TV, radio, any of your weather apps that may alert you. And the big thing is, after midnight Sunday night and the early Monday morning, if you're sleeping late because you don't have to go into work or you're working from home, have a way for that phone. Make sure your emergency alerts on your phone, WEA, wireless emergency alerts, are turned on, and they're going to jolt you out of bed, hopefully. Because a lot of people that die in these severe weather events die because they're sleeping through the tornado. So that's a concern. But right now it looks like that could be also shifting into the day Monday after we're awake. So at least we would be able to track it there. But I'll be here throughout the weekend. I'm going to head over to the harvester right now. I want to update you on that really fast. And I'll have more updates for you later on tonight.